Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are featuring a no-gi match that I had on a promoted card called Battle of the Badges. Now, my opponent here, his original opponent backed out at the last minute, and he asked if I could step in so he could have his match. Again, we're both teammates, so we both know each other's games, and this was kind of like an event for charity, law enforcement charity, and I used to be a law enforcement officer, so I decided to step in and do some of the matches. Now, in this video, I'm going to showcase some of the stuff I've been teaching in the Red Attic, which is the no-gi instructional stuff that I've been teaching at Watson's Martial Arts, and I just want to show my game and my game plan and my thought process through this submission only match. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. So here we are at the start of the match. I'm going to come out here in an athletic stance, making sure that I can shoot and I'm springing off my feet, which is what I want. I want to get a lot of takedowns here. So he's doing a good job of keeping me at bay, kind of figuring out his distance and his distance management and where he wants to shoot in. So right here, I'm able to get a collar tie and I go for the inside leg trick, take him down, and when he starts to come up, I'm starting to go for the guillotine, but he gets back to his knees and to his feet very quickly, so I just push off and reassess the situation and reset. So again, I'm working on these inside collar ties, trying to make sure he can't take me down, and right here I'm going to be able to get the arm drag to the inside leg trip, which is one of my tried and true takedown positions that I like in no-gi and the gi, and I'm able to pass over into side control. Again, this is submission only, so the passing the guard doesn't really matter too much. The submission is what matters. So right here, I'm kind of trying to control him, trying to get him back flat to the mat so I can work from the side control. But here he gets to the turtle position. I'm able to take the back and get my hooks in. And now you can't see from this angle, but I'm working on the choke. And instead of locking up the body triangle, I'm still thinking in competition point IBJJF mode. So I didn't get the body triangle to stop him from getting into the mount. But I'm able to float above him and keep him kind of at bay. So now we are in the mount position, and I'm going to start working on putting a lot of pressure onto my opponent. Now that the mount pressure has been established, I'm going to start working on the submission. And I apologize that you can't see it from this angle, but what I'm doing is with my right arm, I'm walking up the mat to basically bring his left hand over his face. And once it's over his face, I'm going to use my shoulder and head to trap it. Now that it's trapped, I'm going to hop over into side control and get this head and arm choke finish. But he's doing a very good job of defending it. So what I'm going to do is figure four my arms, wrap my hands on his hands and tripod up and put a lot of downward pressure there and get the tap for the finish. So that's one of the ways I like to finish if people are defending very, very well. I figure four my arms and tripod and put a lot of pressure in, and that's going to be the end of the video. So let's get right into these takeaways. There's only really one right here after I get the inside leg trip and I'm trying to go for a guillotine. My opponent stands up. I just back away and reset the entire position. Don't ever be afraid to reset a position. Don't try to force jujitsu, okay? People will give you certain looks and give you different things. Sometimes you have to take a step backwards to take two steps forward, and as you can see, I was able to get the takedown again after I reset the entire position. So don't ever be afraid to reset. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. I'm stepping into a little bit more no-gi competition, so takedowns and all this type of stuff is what I'm trying to work in my game lately. So we've got a lot coming to the channel. We've got the Red Attic, which is a play on the blue basement. I'm not saying that I'm as good as Henzo Gracie's gym, okay? It's just I was thinking about the blue basement, and then I was like, okay, well, I train in a red mat room that's upstairs, so the Red Attic, and that's how it came alive. So I teach the no-gi classes Tuesdays and Thursdays at Watson's Martial Arts, 7 to 8 p.m. So if you're in the area, please feel free to stop by. I'll be doing a lot of those. I've got a merch store opening up this weekend just in time for pans, and so you can get some of my Ursino BJJ hoodies and shirts and things like that. I've got a lot more stuff coming to the channel, more instructionals, more moves, and a lot more rolling. I'm still working on finding a lot of people that I want to roll with at the gym, so we'll be bringing all that to the channel. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.